Cancer Collective, welcome to the channel Tarot by Amber Sun. My name is Amber and I'm going to be doing a Cancer General Tarot reading for the month of August 2022. These are general, so they will not resonate for everybody. However, if this story does resonate for you, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. These readings are for the intention of providing healing, guidance, awareness, and inspiration. So let's get into the reading. Cancer Collective for August 2022. We have the Seven of Swords. Princess of Swords, King of Cups, Four of Coins, and we have the Judgment. Interesting. We have purple, green, purple, green. This is a Chakra Wisdom Tarot. So yeah, interesting color lineup just from the colors. Green is heart space, and I believe the indigo is that the third eye or the crown? I think it's third eye, but I can double check. Anyways, let's have a look at the lineup. This storyline involves Seven of Swords. It's very significant. We've got two swords in the front here, and she's carrying 5. Then we have the moon in the background. So I feel like there was some indecision around a choice. This is a choice in love. A choice in a relationship. Take it as you will. It's just what I'm picking up here. And this is something that you had a lot of difficulty, or may even still be in this energy. Difficulty of deciding, making a decision here. And this decision involves you having to really think about it's almost like you're, because the Five of Swords is defeat, right? And then we have the Princess of Swords. So this is clear communication. It's like you've made a decision where you were hesitant. Because the Seven of Swords is also about getting away or wanting to... it's almost like you're in a situation, Cancerians, where it was a difficult situation to be in, difficult circumstance that you never wanted to be in, but you had to make a choice and you had to make a decision. And in the month of August, you're making that, you've made that choice, because this is communication as well. The Princess of Swords is a truth teller. She is inspired by the truth and is communicating the truth, speaking her truth. And it doesn't matter how much it's about bringing to light the truth for yourself and the situation that you had, this difficult situation you found yourself in, because it's almost like somebody has to lose in order to win. There has to be a loss here of some kind, but you can't make it any better in the circumstance. It's like you had to figure out what was the right thing to do. And you're figuring that out, and the only way out of this is to speak your truth, to find your truth for you. And it's logical. And once you have that logical sword in your hand, it kind of clears the path, and it makes everything, it cuts away any bullshit, it cuts away any unclarity, it cuts away any indecisiveness, because this is also action based. But it was something that you had to do in the mind space first. You had to make a decision, or have to make it in your mind space, and then communicate it and verbalize it and speak it, so that it cuts away this unclarity, this you could have been holding on to something as well. But this clarity of information is directed towards this King of Cups, okay? So the King of Cups energy is someone who is very in control of their emotions. Their environment is emotionally clear, is emotionally right for you. Or I'll get clarifying cards. So this energy is one of clear emotional understanding. You know where your emotions are at, but you had to first speak this into reality, or make it clear, make it known, make this information clear, so that anything else was dropped. Any unclarity was dropped, and it's towards the King of Cups energy. So now it's very clear where your emotions are at, I feel, Cancerians, in the month of August. The Four of Coins. Let me just have a closer look at this. You're trying to hold on to some kind of stability, because this is giving me unstableness. This is clarity of information and communication. This is emotional clarity, emotional clarity, understanding, and then the Four of Coins is holding on to your stability, what you know to be true, which then brings the Judgment energy, an awakening, a new beginning, understanding, a letting go of the past. Yeah. Some of you will be moving away from this past situation because you made a decision to communicate, and it's because of this King of Cups energy. You want to be stable within your emotional realm. You want to be very stable within yourself, within your material, where, how you live, your lifestyle, where you live, could be a job. This King of Cups could be an energy that you're moving towards, that you're communicating towards, because you want to be stable and you want to let go of this past energy, which is the judgment. The judgment is a new beginning, an awakening, a letting go of the past, an understanding of the past, coming to an awareness of what no longer serves you. But yeah, it's been a process for you, Cancer. So let's get some clarifying cards. Wow, 10 minutes already. It's quite significant too, because like I said, the green is the heart space and the indigo is the third eye. So a lot of you would have already felt this energy coming into play, but you had to articulate your heart and communicate what was important to you and what's important for your stability and your heart in order for this new beginning to come through, because a lot of you would have and will be, if you haven't already, had to let go of the past. So let's get a clarifying card on that judgment. Judgment for Cancerians, and you get the Sword of Truth. Yeah, it's like the truth has been illuminated to you, but you had to find your truth. You had to find it. You had to eliminate some untruths in order for you to get to this truth. And this truth is what is clarifying this new beginning, this new awakening, because you realize you couldn't hold on to the past that was holding you back. It was mentally like confusing, because it also played on your heartstrings, and that's probably why it's taken you so long. But when you close one door and you let go, you know, that cliche, another door opens. It's like you finally, I get a lot of spiritual, like some of you have got whoever you have for spiritual protection, or your ancestors or your guides or your angels. They've been helping you with this, but it hasn't been easy because it's been directly connected to your heart space. And you know, with a lot of Cancerians, we like to hold on to things for a little bit longer than we should. But it's like now, it's like you've been given a nudge. It's like Spirit has given you this like little push, and once you decide to head in that direction with that Princess of Swords, once you decide to move towards your truth and articulate it and speak it and bring it to fruition, everything starts moving, everything starts aligning for you, because Spirit is also, your guides are also a part of this, and it's the truth. It's the Ace of Swords. The truth of the matter is now coming, if it hasn't already hit you. Okay, I didn't know what card to clarify, but I got this card here, and I think it's really significant. There's been a transformation, and some of you might be feeling it now, but in the month of August, there's something to do with your stability and what you've been holding on to. That's transforming. So some of you may have had to look at what you were holding on to, because this is directly affecting this new beginning, this awakening. And the Death card is transformation, right? So some of you have had to really transform, or there's been a transformation in your everyday lifestyle, your everyday living, where you live, what you thought was stable, what you held on to, what you valued could be transforming. Clarify the King of Cups, please, for Cancer. What is the King of Cups? The Serpent is also in that Death card, and that talks about shedding an old skin for a new skin, which also connects me to the truth, and then that judgment, which is shedding the past in order for a new awakening and a beginning. So it's like the truth is setting you free here, and the truth will set you free. You can rely on your truth. King of Cups, clarify please. Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this is someone significant. Either yourself or this other person has been taking action towards you, or you towards them, or vice versa, or both. And it's in the emotional realm, so you've been taking action. You have been taking action towards this King of Cups energy, or from a King of Cups energy. And these, it's like little bits. You've been taking little bits of action to understand what it is you needed to let go of, what you've been holding on to, in order for this judgment to happen. It didn't just happen overnight. It took time, and it took little steps, is what I'm getting. Clarify the Princess of Swords. Princess of Swords is also about information that comes to light. So you may not have had all the information you needed in order to make a decision. Once that information came through, you were able to then articulate yourself, or will be. Clarify Princess of Swords. King of Wands. Stability, desire, loyalty, devotion, creativity, passion, intensity. This information has come through from this King of Wands energy, and it's almost like helped you to see or learn the truth of a situation. Seven of Swords, please. Can I get clarification on this Seven of Swords? And we have the Knight of Swords. Fast moving action, fast moving clarity, taking action on the stalemate, stagnant energy that you were carrying around. So Knight of Swords clarified by the Seven of Swords. No, sorry, Seven of Swords clarified by the Knight of Swords. Yeah, it had to shift. It's like this communication you may have been having in regards to carrying around this heavy indecision, this stagnant energy. It's like you've been holding it for a while, and you knew that something had to change, but you weren't willing to change or make a move on it or make a clear decision until, again, it's like small actions over time, small communication. Maybe you weren't communicating or all the information kind of came at one time. I'm not sure, but I'm going to get you a advice card for Cancerians. Hopefully this reading has resonated with someone. Advice for Cancer in the month of August. Yeah, it's like you had to shift, you had to move mentally. You had to speak, you had to say a few things that you didn't want to say, that you felt uncomfortable with, because you knew that the outcome was going to be one of significance, and it was going to shift you out of that Seven of Swords and into clarity. Yeah, Palace of Coins, nice. That's advice is Palace of Coins. Actually, I'm going to read read it from the deck. Just wait a second. Cancerians. Okay, so Palace of Swords. I'm going to read that out of the book. Sorry, Palace of Coins. Because I feel like it's significant for Cancerians to understand the message there, or the advice. As soon as I can find it. Palace of Coins. The other palaces are fun palaces to visit, but the Palace of Coins is where we live. Here is where we feel safe and secure, where we can tend to our earthly needs, where we can be kings and queens of our own castle. Here also we can experience the four elemental energies as fully human attributes: the intellectual, the impetuous, the moody, and the mundane. The mountains in the background are more distant than in the Palace of Wands. The dreams and goals remain, but home is always waiting when we need a rest from the journey. So your advice is to create a home, create a stable space for you to feel safe and secure, and to have that foundation to return to be relaxed, to be yourself. In whatever way that that home represents to you. It could be a place, an actual home. It could be changing location to a place where you feel more secure. It could be a person, and it's just talking about making sure that you have that that material environment at the right setting for you, in whatever way you take that in the month of August, Cancer. So I hope you like that reading, and I'll see you again next time. Okay, so Palace of Swords. I'm going to read that out of the book. Sorry, Palace of Coins. Because I feel like it's significant for Cancerians to understand the message there, or the advice. As soon as I can find it. Palace of Coins. The other palaces are fun palaces to visit, but the Palace of Coins is where we live. Here is where we feel safe and secure, where we can tend to our earthly needs, where we can be kings and queens of our own castle. Here also we can experience the four elemental energies as fully human attributes: the intellectual, the impetuous, the moody, and the mundane. The mountains in the background are more distant than in the Palace of Wands. The dreams and goals remain, but home is always waiting when we need a rest from the journey. So your advice is to create a home, create a stable space for you to feel safe and secure, and to have that foundation to return to be relaxed, to be yourself. In whatever way that that home represents to you. It could be a place, an actual home. It could be changing location to a place where you feel more secure. It could be a person, and it's just talking about making sure that you have that that material environment at the right setting for you, in whatever way you take that in the month of August, Cancer. So I hope you like that reading, and I'll see you again next time.